In the midst of COVID-19, art is critical for our well-being. And this next community organization is doing some amazing things in our community with their programs, but also with their community postcard project. We're joined by Lauren Paulin, arts educator, and Stephanie Shanks, program coordinator of Arts for the Journey. Good morning and welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Great to be here.
We're excited to have you as well. And I think it's critical that we really start at the beginning to make sure we know exactly what you can offer. So Stephanie, tell us about what Arts for the Journey is and your mission.
You know, at Art for the Journey, we believe art can help nourish a sense of well-being, whether that's mentally or spiritually, physically, emotionally, and most of us have experienced that to some extent, right? And we also believe that art making is especially powerful in the context of community. And we believe everyone deserves a chance to make art and to feel that crucial human connection. But, you know, so many live with preventative barriers, even right here in Central Virginia, whether they're financial or cognitive or medical or geographic or even institutional in some cases. And this is why we formed Art for the Journey 5 years ago to bring visual art making experiences to adults and children who otherwise simply wouldn't have that outlet to find well-being. And as we watch these tentative artists overcome their barriers and step into a place of confidence and joy and growth and hope even, we watch lives being transformed before our very eyes. And that is such a privilege. We facilitate the programs and we exhibit their work and we celebrate them, but they do the overcoming.
That's incredible. And it sounds like such a robust program to really meet people where they are and allow them to do what they do best or what they're interested in doing. That's incredible. So Lauren, tell us, who's your typical client, I suppose?
We work with a lot of different populations. Art for the Journey started originally with just one program at the Virginia Correctional Center for Women, working with incarcerated women who experience lots of isolation and lack of opportunities for creative expression and personal choice. A lot of things in that environment are very prescribed. So bringing art classes to them brought some choice into their everyday lives, and we've really expanded that program. And then our programs have expanded to include people of all ages and stages. So we work in both urban and rural school environments. We have a couple of partner schools in Richmond and elsewhere in Central Virginia. We work with elders with dementia and Alzheimer's in elder care facilities around Richmond. We work with veterans living with PTSD and also with third-year medical school students at VCU.
And in this critical time, I'm sure that you've had to make adjustments, as you've said, expanding for sure. What did that pivot look like for you during this time?
We have not been able to go in physically to any of our partner sites for a little while now. So we are finding new ways to reach our constituencies. A lot of that has been virtual. So we are creating weekly art tutorials for our younger students, elementary and middle school students. Those are going up on YouTube and on our social media channels. Each of our partner schools, we've created a specific Instagram account where folks at the schools and elsewhere can follow us for daily art inspiration, whether that is interesting facts and inspiring quotes from the art world or virtual art experiences. You can take a virtual tour of the Louvre or the Orsay or even the Chrysler Museum in Norfolk here in Virginia. Or something that you can do at home that is a fun and hands-on creative art project that you can do with supplies that you already have.
Wow. I mean, you've really made some incredible pivots in order to make sure that people still have that outlet of art in many different forms, especially with items that you have right around your home. I love that. So then we have to talk about the Community Postcard Project, and I'm anxious to hear. So Stephanie, tell us about that.
As Lauren said, you know, our mission hasn't changed, but it's broadened, and we're pivoting not just to serve the isolated folks that are already in our constituencies, but everyone. So we realize we're all in a bit of an isolating circumstance, and we want to help overcome the barrier of social distance and widen our circle. So during this very tender time, while we're taking care of each other by staying apart, Art for the Journey invites our entire community to connect and unite by sharing postcards that have art on them. So we're calling this the Art of Community, a postcard project. And it's really simple. Step 1 is to make art on a 4x6 piece of paper, stiff paper. And step 2, mail it to us. And then we'll do the rest. We're going to share it online throughout the stay-at-home season. We're also going to eventually display it publicly down the road as a symbol of the things that have brought us together during this time apart. And, you know, as long as it's flat and can be mailed, you know, 35 cents or a little bit more if it's heavier, you can do collage or paint or crayons. You can use whatever you have at home and just cut it to that size, put our address on the opposite side and mail it to us. This project is ongoing, so there's not a deadline. You can make more than one. And really, we want everybody, any age, any skill level, living anywhere who hears this to send it to us so that we can make their art seen and their voice shared. We believe everybody's experience is important. Everybody's had, you know, a different experience during this time, and we want to hear from them. And we want to hear from you. So whether your days are small or mundane or really joyful or really crazy, it doesn't matter. Whatever has been significant to you. And, you know, some of our prompts are simple, like draw or paint what's outside your window right now, or illustrate something that gives you comfort during a time of anxiety, a mantra or a verse or a lyric, something that's been significant. You can share a recipe and illustrate that, or simply just put on some music and just create. All of that is acceptable. So if people are willing to make it, we want to accept it and celebrate where they are right now.
Well, that is so much fun. I can't wait to see what people begin to send you. I know that the work that you do is so important. It sounds like we can travel the world through art using your resources, and we can travel to one another using your postcard project. So this is so important for all of us to participate in, and we are certainly encouraging folks to share and make art and mail it to you. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Andrea.
For those of you who are interested in making your own postcard and participating in the Community Postcard Project, we'll be posting a link to all the information about Arts for the Journey on our website, WTVR.com/VTM. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.